Tim, I've just been handed an envelope. It is, it says here on the outside, this is a request for them to leave the company. They're requesting their leave from the company. Hall of Fame level talent. Oh, dude, I gotta get. Come on, get. All right, there we go. Get this thing out of here. And then, Tim, this is you requesting your leave from As the Buckle Turns. What? You think you're worth that much as an independent talent?
Really? That's the only question or concern you have?
Wait a second. You consider yourself a Hall of Fame talent?
There you go.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. It's time for As the Buckle Turns, the news. I'm Adam.
I'm Tim. Oh, my bad. I gotta rephrase that. Your Hall of Fame level career.
No one thinks you're Hall of Fame level career.
How many times have I held the predictions championship? And how many times have I held it for a very long time?
I don't.
You tell me. There you go. I'm a Hall of Famer. A future Hall of Famer. And as the Buckle Turns Hall of Fame.
Anyway, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for the news. Just the news and a little bit of opinion. And we got to kick things off right away. What?
Whoa. See, this is why I need to relieve. You said news and a little bit of opinion. No. I think you had that reverse. I signed up for opinion and a tad bit of actual news.
That's another show later on.
Yeah, no, sorry, this is why I just got. But I'll finish the show this time.
All right.
But I requested my release, and I better get it.
I mean, it has to go up to the higher ups.
You are the higher ups.
I don't know what you're talking about. Let's talk about the Wednesday Night War ratings. All right, guys. AEW again
lost to NXT.
No, they did not. 743 to 691 this week. No one did all that great. I mean, then again, Revolution did end on a kind of a fizzle. But
not just that. There was also the South Park vaccination episode.
That's huge.
There was COVID relief package news going on Wednesday night. So it's not surprised that could have tanked some of the ratings a little bit, but
who knows
overall. But even though NXT had two earth-shattering news pieces, it was not enough to draw in the crowd, and especially with the main event of NXT Finn Balor champion defending against Adam Cole, who said the winner will determine who is the greatest NXT champion ever. Only for him to lose and then Finn Balor win.
Well, greatest.
And then have what's his name? Karrion Kross show up, and Finn had the perfect line to it. As he looks over and you don't see who it is, it's like, "What took you so long?" And you look over and it's Karrion Kross standing there, and it's just like, no, he's not afraid of him.
Nope. No, that's pretty good show. But yeah, they were not able to draw enough people away from AEW to be able to win the Wednesday Night War.
Nope.
They need to shuffle off to Tuesday.
Well, they're planning to try to do that in a few weeks because they're the first ever two-night NXT takeover ever.
Oh, of course.
1 year after the first ever two-night WrestleMania ever. After they copied the first ever two-night Wrestle Kingdom, the first ever two-night event ever of all time.
Everyone knows that they're copying New England Wrestling Alliance, who had planned long before and announced to the entire world. Okay, so it was to all 12 of their Twitter followers that this was going to be a two-night event, Alpaca Bowl in July. Everyone else jumped on it early so that they could claim first.
Sure they did.
Yes.
Sure. Anyway,
We know.
it'll be interesting to see. There was actually some news that about possibly NXT staying on Wednesday nights based on how the NHL falls. But the thing is, though, apparently that still may not affect them staying on Wednesday nights because apparently it's a done deal, according to sources, that NXT is moving to Tuesday nights because Peacock wants NXT to grow so they can have people subscribe to the network on Peacock to get takeovers.
Yeah.
So who knows what will happen, but they do need to go off to Tuesday nights. It'd be better off for them.
It would be.
But all right, so that out of the way, we can go on to our main story.
Our big number one story.
Our big number one story. This huge news that everyone is talking about.
That Renee Paquette is now a U.S. citizen?
No.
Oh,
that
okay.
AEW filed for Captain Insano trademark.
That's huge.
Nothing
huge
else
news.
big happened in wrestling. Not a Revolution. Nothing.
Tim,
Well,
we've got other things there's actually a different story that needs to be talked about instead.
oh, what's that?
I forget which one you wanted to have.
EXFL and the CFL and talks.
Oh, God, I didn't even write that one down.
And I'm the one who's in the phone coma over here
I know.
dying. And I have to go to work at 11.
Yep.
And I don't know how I'm going to stay awake. I literally woke up at 3 o'clock, had some coffee, some cereal, and then finally got around 3:30 to get up, 3:40 to start moving and prepare to come here.
Jeez, dude.
Yeah.
I've been awake since 5:30 this morning.
Well, that was nothing. Last Friday,
Yeah.
I was up for 20 hours.
Okay, screw you. That's just stupid.
Well, because the way it worked out, it just how it was, and everything. I was up for about 20 hours. I went to bed right away, and I fell asleep, which was great. But this is my Thursday.
Okay.
This is not my Friday. This is my Thursday. Tomorrow, Saturday, will be my Friday.
Ha!
And I get my next 2 nights off. And change my sleep pattern for overnights. Whew.
Yeah.
Yes, but anyway, so the thing that's going on right now is that the NXFL was supposed to relaunch in 2022.
Yes.
That is apparently being put on hold because the XFL and the CFL, the Canadian Football League, are in formal talks. For what? No one knows.
Dude, you know that they're going to be combining together and making a completely new league.
More than likely, that's probably what's going to happen. But even they are saying they're in formal talks. But they don't have, I think, an ultimate goal. They're just talking about what could they do.
Exactly.
Honestly, if you want to eventually make the XFL to be a rival of the NFL at some point, this would probably be the better way to do it.
I mean, the CFL does do a, spring to fall season? Yeah. So, I mean, their schedule's already the opposite of the NFL anyway.
Yep.
Why not call yourselves, as a combined league, the North American Football League, the NAFL?
Because it's not the XFL. You have to have the X in
there. That's if it was under Vince. This is not under Vince anymore.
But The Rock is Vince's stand-in. Everyone knows this. Vince really owns the XFL. It's just through The Rock. Because The Rock owed him for getting him over and making him the biggest star in all of sports entertainment. So when he went to Hollywood, he could become the biggest Hollywood movie star ever. So The Rock owed him. So this is Vince truly owning the XFL still.
No. That is no. Just no. Stop it. No conspiracy theories like that.
That's all this show's gonna be then.
Oh, god damn.
But no, it'll be interesting to see what happens. I just have to say that, put it this way, The Rock's coming for payback. He got cut by the Canadian Football League. He's out.
He's gonna take them in too.
He couldn't hack it, so he's back to buy them all out.
I really don't think that's happening.
He's not.
The combination of the two leagues,
yes,
it seems like the most likely outcome.
Yeah, I think that's what's best there. Have a merger of sort.
Right.
And just go that way because it's just you don't have to put a league from scratch.
That's right.
Because look at what they're doing. They're gonna have to. They're basically doing that from Vince.
Yeah.
They're looking at what Vince probably did, and they're probably gonna say, you know what, we're just gonna start from scratch.
Yeah.
You know that he had he did have a good foundation for everything. Different people, different ideas. You're gonna want to start from scratch. And if you see something that worked, you can then pull it in. But instead of having to do all that work, is you just take the existing structure of what's already working for the Canadian League.
Yep.
And then you just kind of build a new reinforce it, or if you do want to build a new structure, you have an existing one that's worked, and you can kind of just work around it.
Yeah.
But time will tell. There's no firm deadline for when these talks will conclude. It's just that they felt that the talks were a good thing, that they should postpone the relaunch of the XFL. So only time will tell. If these talks don't go anywhere, and they decide to do that, we could still have time to put it 2020 season together, or maybe they'll postpone it. Only time will tell. But it is interesting to see that it's going. This is probably what Vince should have done originally.
Yes.
But Vince has to own everything and have full control because it's Vince McMahon. So that's what's never going to happen. But all right, what's next on the docket, Adam?
Well, since we're talking anything WWE related right this second, it looks like someone has asked for their release.
You mean someone actually asked for their release?
This one's slightly surprising for me, considering who he's associated with.
Who's that you're talking about there?
Andrade has asked for his release.
Ricochet has asked for his WWE release.
I am still waiting for that to happen.
Yeah,
though.
so am I. He seems like a too nice of a guy to actually ask for his release.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been waiting for this one. Not a shock to me in any way, shape, or form.
Nope.
He's literally been off TV for months now.
The only shock for me is the fact that he is engaged to Charlotte.
Yep.
And I'm just like, dude, you could have just coasted with her. Could have just coasted.
No.
Collect that paycheck and be like, I don't care if I'm on TV or not. Charlotte's on TV. Woo! All right.
The only thing that is more shocking about this one is that the fact that it's not Tommy End requesting his release.
That's another one I haven't. I'm waiting for it.
Aleister Black, because he has not been used. Like, he was even a stand-in for anyone who got injured for the Rumble this year. Like,
yeah.
Not even on the list. So I'm just waiting for him to be like, I'm done.
I'm out. Let's go.
My wife was released back in October.
Yeah.
September. Yeah, I don't want to be with this company anymore. I'm done. So only time will tell, but there's no indication that Andrade was released.
No.
It's just that he has officially asked for his release from WWE. So who knows where he would go? Maybe he would go to Ring of Honor, join his good buddy Roosh, who is the current ROH World Heavyweight Champion.
Okay.
Maybe he'll go to AEW. Maybe he'll go back to Mexico.
AAA.
Only time will tell. So, but yeah, it is kind of weird with Charlotte being there. So you know what that means? Shot to AEW confirmed. No, she will never go there. She seems pretty. Oh wow, I cannot speak right now.
Completely?
No, pretty fine with riding her father's coattails to breaking his record of world championships.
Of course. I mean, I would be.
We're not going to Ric Flair, because that whole her telling him to go home angle on Raw a few weeks was apparently her telling him legit how she feels. Then why does she keep trying to act like Ric Flair?
Yeah.
As a Flair.
Why not completely change who you act like and all of that and be like, kind of, how, I mean, you could go in instead of being, what was Ric Flair's nickname?
The Nature Boy?
The Nature Boy. She can be Barbie girl. I don't know.
The Barbie girl.
Kind of how Cody Rhodes is the American Nightmare.
Yeah. Who knows? But it will be interesting to see if he actually gets this released. Because WWE seemed fine not that long ago to release people.
Yeah.
We know how Vince is. If he thinks that they possibly might be able to go somewhere else to become a bigger star, he doesn't like that because he doesn't like to be proven wrong about someone's talent.
Unless it's Christian. He hates Christians so much that he's like, I don't care. I honestly don't care.
No, he does care because he doesn't like that. He went to TNA and proved he could be a major top talent there. So when he came back, he put him in ECW.
Yeah, that's true. And then gave him the championship there.
And only gave him a world title run because Ed had to retire. Only going to drop it a month later to Randy Orton. So only then win it back because he pissed Orton off in a stipulation. Where if he gets DQ'd, he loses the title. Only for then a month later at SummerSlam to drop the belt back to Randy Orton.
Yep.
And never get an opportunity ever again because he was not Hall of Fame World Heavyweight Championship material according to Vince. But we'll get to Christian Cage in a little bit, but we'll also get to him more on our AEW Revolution Fizzle review. Fizz out.
Will it fizzle?
Maybe just drizzle.
Okay. So yes, now talking about AEW, Jon Moxley. WWE does seem to still have a problem with him because they're trying desperately to trademark the name Dean Ambrose.
I'm sorry, who's this Dean Ambrose? I keep hearing people talk about him so much. He's an overrated son of a bitch. He never deserved anything he got.
Not at all. Terrible.
So glad
person.
Jon Moxley had no relation to Dean Ambrose in any way, shape.
But because WWE did not clarify if this was a character or a person
portraying or something like that,
or the person betraying the character.
Yep.
They need Moxley to sign off on it.
Yep.
Otherwise, they can't trademark it, which means that anything Shield related that would have the picture of all three men cannot happen.
Well, they can't. There's a reason why they pull talent who leave when their contract expires. They try to get them to sign a Legends deal so they can still do the merchandise.
Yes.
Once they leave,
some people it makes sense. I mean, Austin, Undertaker, Rock. Yeah, sign those deals.
Yeah, because
make some extra money.
But when Moxley left WWE, they're not going to sell. They can't sell Ambrose merch that shows his face without his permission because he's not that character anymore. He's not signed with the company.
Exactly.
He has to sign off. They could still kind of use Dean Ambrose's name, but without his picture.
Yep.
In some ways, but it's mostly they just want to own the name, so he can't use it. Try to use the WWE name.
But why would he use it?
He
doesn't even make sense.
He doesn't want to. He left WWE so he didn't have to be Dean Ambrose anymore.
Exactly.
So
he's Jon Moxley.
Who knows? But everyone keeps making predictions that John is going to use a clause in his contract to opt out so he can return to WWE because he's not happy in AEW.
Yes, I keep hearing that, and I'm like, I don't understand that one. I mean, usually the same people who come up with that one.
Yep.
Also, every January say how CM Punk is going to be in the Royal Rumble that year. Mm-hmm. It's going to happen. We've already, they've already been planning it. They've been in talks for a while, and Punk's like, who the hell are you talking to?
Yeah, I know.
No, it's not me.
Because WWE's got to always win. You need the bigger name.
Yeah.
No.
They're the top. They're the top. You're like, I mean, size of a company and name recognition. Yes.
Yeah, but they're not in quality in any way, shape, or form.
No. They're not the place to go to and work. Honestly, for quite some time, it's been New Japan.
Yep.
As a place to go work. It's now a place for the fans to come to as well.
Yeah. So, all right, what's next on the docket?
I gotta say, We all knew the person that was coming out. We called it last week. It's Christian Cage. It was Christian Cage that came out and signed. He's the Hall of Famer, bro.
CM Punk to AEW confirmed.
Oh, goddamn it. Stop stealing that joke. Owen Hart. Owen Hart was a work. Confirmed.
I'm never going to stop stealing that joke from Wrestle Talk. It's not even their joke. It's everyone's.
I know.
CM Punk to AEW confirmed.
You know, one day that they're going to actually say that, and they're like, we don't know if this is a joke or not, but it's being reported.
No.
CM Punk to AEW confirmed.
It's going to come out. It's going to come out, and it'll come out, and no one will believe it because it'll be the timing of the release will be set up so it's just the time it was released was still on April 1st. So everyone's like,
yes.
Hey, it's an April Fool's joke.
It's an April Fool's joke.
And then Punk never shows up. See, it was an April Fool's joke. All out in Chicago, CM Punk shows up. Like, dude, we told you he signed back in April. That was on April 1st. We thought it was a joke. Yeah, we know. We did that on purpose because no one was going to believe it.
Like, no one wanted us to confirm it, so we didn't.
Everyone thought it was a joke, and we never had any plans for him to come in until Chicago to get that pop from Chicago fans of CM Punk.
And by the way, he's on commentary.
Yes, he's
not wrestling.
He's not wrestling. What the?
He's on commentary.
Wait, he's on commentary. Okay, bye, JR.
He's gonna start out on Elevation with Paul White. Actually, I want to see this happen.
I want to see this happen more than anything I've ever seen.
Partly because of the way that, like, the two of them would just be playing off from each other.
Oh, I know.
Oh, the whole, mask, their feud.
Yeah.
That was the two of them just being like, how ridiculous can we get?
And them talking about the reason why they finally had Punk cut his hair was because he was going bald. His little peak was just getting a little too deep. So they said, Punk, it's time to cut the hair. There's so many other cool Punk styles you can get it. You don't need to have that hair. And he's like, yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah, I know.
But you see, the thing is, he's not going to be on AEW Dark. He'll be on AEW. He won't be on AEW Dark Elevation either. He'll be on AEW Dark Elevation New Rising on Thursdays.
Oh, God. Only shows up on BTE.
No. It's like, that'd be the funniest thing. It's like, CM Punk to AEW confirmed. Wait. And then the next day he's like, so we were all wrong. He's not signed with AEW. He's officially signed to BTE?
Yeah.
And he was like, what? Yeah, he's only going to be on BTE. He's not signed with AEW.
Yeah, he it's actually a contract with Brandon Cutler. Specifically.
No. Only
what?
Only BTE.
But only on because Brandon has two contracts.
And then he will only be appearing in Dark Order segments.
Yes.
Because he apparently only will work with John Silver and people who work with him.
I don't know if Dark Order would work. You got Colt Cabana there, and
yeah, I know. That's the whole point.
It's the new. They just stare at each other. Phil.
No.
Colt.
They just keep looking at each other, playing up, and only they finally reveal the whole they're no longer being friends was a work.
Okay. There's a moment where just before they break the work, Phil, Colt, Scott. Like, and even better is they do stop. Like, CM Punk stops and he's like, Scott. What's up, brother?
Yeah.
Bring it in here.
So
I didn't mean to sue you. I didn't mean to sue you either. I love you.
Yeah. So, but Christian Cage was the surprise. We knew it. Kurt Angle
made the most sense.
Yeah, Kurt Angle was
already a Hall of Famer.
The key was there, a future Hall of Famer, a Hall of Fame level career.
Yes.
And people who were saying Brock Lesnar falls into that.
Yes.
But he was never going to go over there. Not at this point.
No offense. Tony would have to be relatively desperate, or have way too much money to be able to do anything with, to then sign the way that Brock Lesnar will probably want that contract to be.
Well, no, I think it'd be more to come. Like, they brought Brock Lesnar in. They're bringing him in to do a few feuds with key people like Kenny.
Yeah.
And that's it. And, like, we're not even... They would be up front with him and, like, Brock, no, we're not going to come in, run with us for a little while, take some time off, get a new contract like you did with WWE. We're bringing you in for this storyline. We're going to do the finish. Then we're going to have you take you off TV for a while. Then we'll have you do this story.
Yep.
But then once those stories are done, we're done. We're not going to be... if there's other people who are... Some other stories that are of interest, maybe later, but we're not going to be signing a new contract.
No, we're going to do short-term contracts with you only.
And we're not bringing you in, and you're never going to put the belt on you.
Yeah.
We can put you in the title picture and actually challenge for it, but we're never going to put the belt on you. Unless you're coming every single week. You're working, and once travel, obviously once we get back there,
yeah,
you are traveling every single week. House shows. You're coming to our one house show a week.
We have one house show a week. I can see Brock being like, one house show, one TV show.
That's too much.
2 shows.
Too much.
Actually, no, I can see him just being like, sounds good, actually. That's not bad.
He's like, can we get them on the same day? Like on Wednesdays? So I don't have to travel. No. It's like,
it's Tuesday and Wednesday. He's like,
fine.
You know what? Okay, I can handle
He's
that.
like, fine. No.
But
no, I would love to see a Kenny versus Brock matchup.
Yeah, I would like to see that
I'd
too.
love to see John Moxley versus Brock Lesnar matchup in AEW. And let's see 2 people who weren't lazy at the time.
Yeah.
Because there's just as many reports as Brock being lazy in that matchup as Moxley was in that matchup.
I mean, you also... Moxley as Ambrose was just... Either... I don't think he was happy from almost day one.
No, I think he was happy. It's when the Shield broke up and then...
that's what I mean.
Once he saw Reigns going right to the title picture, he's just like...
Okay, so
Rollins and I, or if we ever get there, we will get there, but we're going to fight for it.
Yeah, awesome.
And that's what he saw.
Meh.
But anyway, we'll get more into Christian Cage when we do our AEW review.
So...
Revolution. Wow, I cannot speak.
Yeah, I know. It happens a lot with you.
Stupid food coma.
So, one other thing. Revolution, its ending was a bit of a fizzle. And the fans are... Well, some of us saw it for what the potential is storyline was and went, dude, that's a work. It's meant to... Some of us... There's a number of us that were like, or they could spin it in a way that it'll be part of storyline.
They spin it through storylines, but it was a letdown. You cannot get past it. We'll cover this when we get to our review podcast episode.
But yes, to all of you out there that said that this ruined everything about AEW, I've been following you guys. I recognize those names in those groups. And you haven't been an AEW fan since, I don't know, it was announced. All you've been is a naysayers. I see you naysayers. I see all of you.
You're like the biggest namesayer right here.
Yeah, no, you are nothing compared to them.
Why
are you pointing at me?
I'm pointing at you.
I know. But that, I do feel bad that it fit and that they had a fizzle.
Yeah, there's a reason why that happened, and we'll cover it in that podcast. Yeah. Moving on.
So, last bit of news here. We gotta go over the New Japan Cup. They're in there now, second.
Nobody cares about this company called New Japan Pro Wrestling. No one. Why are we wasting our time on this? No one cares.
We're in the middle of round 2 of this, and we got 2 names already taken out.
Well, duh. That's how it works.
Big names.
Sure, they're big names. What are you going to tell me? Naito and Okada are both out? No, they're going to be in probably the finals.
They're out. That microphone is worth so much money.
I just sprayed tons amounts of soda on it.
I know. I can't believe it. I also now have to disinfect it.
Because, I had the Corona.
I mean, you've been drinking a lot of the Corona.
Yes, I have. What can I say? Corona is delicious.
With lime.
Yes. No, I can't drink Corona.
That is...
No, let me rephrase
Sorry.
that. Let me rephrase that. I can drink Corona like I can drink Budweiser after I already had about 10.
This just in. Corona is now sponsoring the... Oh, come on!
I better get some of that Corona money.
I'm just like, I don't even like it. I don't drink beer.
You would pay if they Corona, if a beer company that literally put piss in a can sponsored this show, you would accept that check in a heartbeat.
Oh, of course I
You
would
know
accept
you
it.
would.
I would not drink it, but I'd just be like, yeah, I'll give you guys a good shout out.
They're like, we want you to crack the can and take a sip live on air.
Whoa.
And it's just like,
I just crack a different can.
yeah, it's like, and they complain, say, that was not our can. We know what our cans sound like.
Oh, come on.
It always comes after the can's cracked. It's, oh God, if you don't hear that, it's not our can.
All right. Oh God.
Nope, not our can.
No, that was your can.
That was your can.
That was your can.
There was nothing that I actually had to drink from your can. I drank from a different can.
Yes. Just immediately. Oh, so much better. All right.
Then you look up his sponsor at that Pisscast beer company. Tim, you own that? Yes. What do you think my piss goes to?
Oh God. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, we just Naito and Okada out of the tournament already.
I made you forget where you were going with it.
Toru Yano is still in the tournament.
But they lost to Toriyama.
No, Bad Luck Fale did.
Yeah, no, I'm saying people who lost to Toriyama.
I know. They lost to him.
They lost
I mean,
to him.
at the same time, they lost to him.
That's what I meant. Not that like you lost to him. No, it was like, but they lost to Toriyama.
Yeah, it is impressive.
I'm making a prediction here. He's going to be in the finals.
Not
win.
He's getting the push.
He's getting the push. This is how they're gonna make their King of Pro Wrestling Championship crown. Provisional. Crown means something.
Okay. All right. I mean, he's taking on Evil next, a former champion.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
It would be funny if you got in the back locker room of New Japan and you found that all of these people were like, we're going to put him over.
We're putting him over.
Like, we know it, to some fans, it will hurt our careers. We don't care.
So
love
Evil
this guy.
puts him over, and then Kenta puts him over. And then
they make him the leader of the Bullet Club.
Oh my God, yes, please.
But no. All right, so is that all?
Yeah,
That's all we have, ladies and gentlemen.
Looking at it, yeah, that's what we got written down.
So, ladies and gentlemen, you made to an end of another As the Buckle Turns newscast. So why don't you go and comment down below and tell us what you thought of our news reporting. And be sure to tell Adam he sucks. Because he just sucks at reporting.
Sorry, what?
And his face. It's terrible. I mean, you saw it.
At least I don't think I'm a Hall of Fame career talent, okay?
How many times have I held the Predictions Championship? And how long have I held it for? I have a Hall of Fame career. I am a future As the Buckle Turns Hall of Famer. So, I have a Hall of Fame career. Anyways, down in the comment section, also let us know, do you think Andrade should get his release? Or if he should just suck it up? Or should he go and have his wife, soon-to-be wife, fiance, go tell WWE push him, or she leaves?
I honestly feel he should be just allow yourself to be a kept man. Just allow it to happen, bro. Accept it.
No.
Turn into the skid.
No. Leave.
Make it a power drift.
No. But anyway, you made it into another podcast, so why don't you go and give this video a thumbs up? You're clearly liking what we're talking about and how we're doing it. And again, even though Adam does suck. And since again you made it to the end, why don't you go and just hit that subscribe button.
Ding.
Ring that bell.
Ding. Ding.
And make sure it's the one that turns on all notifications.
Thank you so much for doing that.
That way you know when all As the Buckle Turns podcasts go live. And I guess Zop Gaming.
And of course, Zop Gaming. That way you guys can check out all the great episodes of New England Wrestling Alliance Slammin' Saturdays.
You can skip
Every
those.
Sunday or sometimes Monday.
You can skip those, but you can pay attention to fantasy booking whenever that returns. Adam?
Yes. My face.
Sure. You said it, not me.